here.
We are here.
Focus it. Do we do manual focus?
Yeah. All right, cool.
Perfect.
Nice. Good morning. Good morning and afternoon. We just hit afternoon.
That's true. Good morning or good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome everybody that's tuning in from all of our platforms. We have a special guest today with our live Texas trips. Jared with Legacy Ranch. Nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you for
Nice to
having
have
me. I
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you for coming on in. We're gonna welcome in everybody that's popping in, saying hi. Trying to see where everybody's from in the San Antonio area. You live in San Antonio, right?
I do.
You
I
do?
live next to UTSA.
Okay, nice. I live close to our office because I'm always here. So we're in the downtown areas, and we're gonna have a lot of people coming in and saying hi. Miss Regina, how's it going?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We're excited. They've been commenting throughout the week. And they're like, "Oh, we're really excited about what's going to be going on." So I told them we have a special guest, and doing some of the research behind that, I've been excited as well for the packages that you guys offer.
Well, again, thank you for having us. It's a pleasure to be here. I look forward to it, and shout out to any fellow Roadrunners that are streaming.
Nice. So we definitely have a lot going into that. I know that we are 9 days away from Fiesta.
Correct.
And we have a lot of different events that happen during Fiesta. To be honest, I don't know what your event is, your go-to event, but mine has to be Oyster Bay. How about yourself?
Without question, Oyster Bay is the top spot for me. But my wife's probably going to go to the Pooch Parade. We have a fantastic call.
I really enjoyed, that route compared to how it is here downtown. It's definitely a little congested here.
Crowded,
yeah, but
shoulder
down
to
over
shoulder.
there everything was space. There's so many restaurants. There's so many different eatery. But we're definitely excited to have Fiesta coming along. Everybody comes in with their sunglasses on, from the 20th all the way to the 30th, because we got through Easter, and I'm like, I already know. They probably went to Niosa. They went to King William Parade, Taste of Northside, Taste of New Orleans, all of that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So just a couple of updates that before we jump into this live. Thinking, Longhorns were going to make it out that far. They obviously made it to the Elite Eight, and then they just couldn't capitalize on that. But yeah, just some of the things that were missed throughout the last 2 weeks of us having our live. We do have some LaBerge turnaround trips that are going to be going on within the next couple of weeks. Again, we'd like to thank everybody for stopping by, saying hi. Don't be shy to say hi to us, comment. If you have any questions throughout, please make sure to write it in there. I'm pretty sure that somebody will be trying to ask the same question, but don't know how to word it. There's always that one person that, has to start the conversation. So again, this is going to be our Best Texas Trip series going forward. We have a lot planned throughout the year. And again, I'd like to thank Jared for taking the time to come down here. I know that technology is a little bit difficult whenever you're trying to connect your Facebook and your LinkedIn. And it's always something. But it
only took 45 minutes.
It only took 45 minutes. But I'm pretty sure that's why I always try to mess with my kid. He's 8 and he can, navigate and do this. And hey, why don't you do this? And I'm like, oh,
yes.
How do you learn that? Now everything, all these kids have it all on their tablets. So I'm pretty sure they're,
Yes, my daughter is 3 and she's already better at the tablet than I am.
yeah, like instead of having books, they ended up getting tablets. So during 2020, when they started school, they had to do everything on Zoom. And I'm like, for a 6-year-old to do that, I guess they're going to be ahead of their time going forward. But going back to these Best Texas trips, we're going to be having some special guests. And obviously, Jared's going to be our first one that's going to be here at our office talking about Legacy Ranch, talking about what the ranch has to offer, a little bit of history about it, what type of perks and packages, and a little something that he told me right before we went live that I was kind of shocked. Got me a little bit excited to go to Legacy Ranch as well. So we'll be able to help you plan the trips out to the ranch for a lot of stuff that we'll be talking forward. But yeah, welcome in. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how the ranch came into full circle.
My name is Jared Bernshausen, so I'm the ranch representative. It is a family ranch, but I see myself as the rep. I oversee the operations and make sure that the animals are taken care of. Everything's the plantings are taken care of, feeds getting out there, and just making sure that the ranch is in the best condition possible. My brother-in-law, he does the same, and he also oversees the social media portion of it.
Okay.
And then my wife oversees, we don't run Airbnb, but she oversees the bookings, which are something akin to that. So my role, which I just covered, and Legacy Ranch really stemmed or came into fruition because there's only about 5 places in the state of Texas that we're aware of that can house our entire family.
Okay.
So we have a yearly family reunion on my in-law side, which is the Wongs, and they're approaching 60 plus. So it's getting very difficult to find housing, especially with all the grandkids and kids that are coming. It's just difficult. So,
60? That's insane.
So my father-in-law took it upon himself to start looking for land, and he found this place, and we developed it. The acquisition was in 2019, and over the course of 12 to 15 months, we built it out to what it is today.
Nice.
So it's an operation that caters to both hunting clientele as well as corporate retreats. If you just want to come out, that's what we can do for you.
Perfect.
We cater from everyone from the highest end to your everyday Joe, just like myself. So if you're looking for a weekend getaway, we can do that.
Some good pictures. And you said you don't do basketball. You don't play basketball, but I did see a basketball court there. Have you, broke it in and done it?
My brother-in-law has me breaking it in is literally breaking a backboard because I am terrible at basketball.
Don't break anything. We have a Jared Campbell.
Yeah, that's actually our ranch chef.
Nice. He said looking sharp, obviously.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm over here. This is our everyday Tuesday wear. So we have our color coordinated days. Tuesday just happened to be red. I like to go with the Tiger Woods look, the red and black. I feel like that's the very.
It's a Tuesday, but you're closing it out.
Exactly. Exactly. And how far is the ranch from San Antonio? Like your downtown location?
From the airport, it's about an hour and 35 minutes. If you're in the UTSA North Side area, it's about an hour from that location.
All right. And like if we're going down that way, what are we taking? 30?
You're taking Highway 90.
Okay.
What is that? West.
Okay.
Towards Castroville. Pass through Castroville, straight into Hondo. You're just outside of Hondo. You hang a left, and then really it's just 2 primary roads, and you're there. And the roads are well off enough that even a person in a Honda Civic can make it to the ranch. So
awesome.
No issues there.
Awesome. So we're going to talk transportation because obviously that's what we do. And we're going to make it as seamless as possible to go over there to take them from door to door service, whether it be somebody here in the San Antonio area or whether it be somebody that's flying in that has a group of, 4 to 6 that, wants to do some hunting that lives. We have a lot of travelers in the off season that are, trying to find things to do because they're snowed out. They're still snowed out. Utah still has snow and they're trying to, they're trying to get out and see our Texas weather. For us, I don't know about yourself, but 70, 60 degrees for me, I'm already like double jacket, light jacket, hoodie. Everybody else, they come in here, they're wearing shorts, they're ready to go do their thing. So where do you see a lot of people coming from to visit the ranch?
The most out-of-state people we see from the East Coast, Carolinas, Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, and realistically, they're coming down only for turkey hunts.
Okay.
That's where we see those people coming in. Now, we have discontinued turkey hunts, but that's where we see a lot of our out-of-state individuals. Most of our stays for people who just want to come and spend the weekend and get a ranch experience outside of hunting, all the way from Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, mostly Texas-based.
Okay. Yeah, Texas and retreats like that, they're definitely go hand in hand. What other type of events or what events do you all have to offer at Legacy Ranch?
So from an event standpoint, like we have hosted church groups, large church groups. We actually do one every year. We don't personally put on any events, but what we can do is cater to your event.
Okay.
So you can reach out to us, and we've put the infrastructure in to make sure that we can actually give you the desired outcome. So we have generators and spotlights, and we put wiring in for DJ stations.
Nice.
And like we're trying to a food truck.
Okay.
We're trying to do the best that we can to make it as where it is available to any clientele.
Yeah. And that's what we see a lot of people like, okay, I need to put an event together. I don't know where. Obviously, if you're doing something in the San Antonio area, it's crazy out of this world expensive. And you got the traffic, the congestion. Doing something out there, I see like a lot of people, they can drive out there,
Mm-hmm.
they can spend a night. They could definitely do a lot of stuff within that time. But going forward, what other type of what's the besides weddings and hunting?
Yeah, corporate retreats we're really focusing on those. We
Okay.
really want, I can't name the corporations that have come out,
Oh, no,
but
for sure.
large groups have come in from London, Houston, that may or may not remove natural resources from the ground. So use your imagination there. And what they're looking to do is bring their clients out, get away from the noise pollution, the light pollution, sit around a campfire, smoke a cigar, cook a steak, and just have those business conversations that they typically have on a golf course. This is just a different experience.
For sure.
And it gets you a little bit closer to your client. It's a full-time thing. You're there 48 hours. You can talk your business, talk your shop, and then you can also just kind of get away from it all and put that to bed too, and kind of get to know the person that you're doing business with.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, that's definitely. I can't golf, so it'd definitely be a good experience to head out to the ranch. The cigar part, yes. The cooking, I'm kind of the guy that has to taste. So I watch them. If you need something from the store, I'm that person.
Yes.
I'll go get that. I'll pack the stuff to bring. You need the seasoning. You need the beverages. You need the ice. I'm making 2 trips. Whatever else you need to make everything for whoever's cooking or whoever's just I just want to go, and the ranch sounds like a great experience for that.
Yeah, you and me in the same boat. I'm a gopher. So actually, Jared Campbell, he's his own private chef, but he does fantastic work. So definitely shout out to him. He is our preferred chef at the ranch for those clients that come in.
Nice. What type of stuff does he cook?
I'd say American cuisine.
Okay.
But he can really do anything that you ask of him. So you can go out and harvest an animal, and he can do a wild game catch, clean, and cook.
Nice.
So if you want to harvest, say a whitetail deer, he can take the tenderloins, backstrap, and cook it right there for you.
Wow.
He's done carpaccio out of a scimitar oryx, which was fantastic.
Nice.
So just an experience that some people don't get a chance at. He can definitely put it together for you.
Nice. Well, we have Matthew Wong saying hi as well. Thank you for joining in, saying hi. Obviously a lot of your following from Facebook and Instagram. You have a great following, so I'm pretty sure that you guys are doing something right. Normally when you have a following so high, you're doing something right.
That's correct. And then I would go to shout out to Matthew Wong, who is my brother-in-law, who does all the social media for Legacy Ranch.
Nice.
So.
He was the one that was setting everything up on the back end, and we're glad to be able to think it. Maybe we'll see him at the ranch. Does he go often? Or?
Oh yeah, every time I go, I want him to be there.
Okay.
So it is a family affair. If I go, they're there. If they go, we try to show up.
And that's what a lot of things get let go. I mean, you have your big ranches that we're not going to name that, you know, they're more corporate based, going to these ranches that are family owned. A lot of people don't really understand the pride that goes into that. Just like our motor coaches, we put a lot of pride, sweat and tears into having the best equipment that you can, you know, put on the road out there. So whenever your clients are coming in from out of town, we can pick them up, take them down to the ranch, door-to-door service, get their bags, make sure everything is ready for them. So all they have to do is, you know, text on the way up there, hey, we're here. We're dropping them off right at the door. We have Wi-Fi and 110 plugs on the coaches. So, you know, they're traveling in style. AC is a big thing in Texas. You got to make sure that AC works. We've had some stories of people that are like, yeah, we took somebody else and their AC didn't work. And I'm like, wow, that's behind everything safety. AC's got to be the biggest thing. But we deck out our coaches with DirecTV. So your clients are pretty much, if they're doing something corporate, they don't want to be disconnected from the world. They don't want to be crammed in a space where they're like trying to text. You want to be able to put your laptop up, connect to the Wi-Fi, and, you know, if need be. Sometimes when I believe they get to the ranch, they want to shut everything off and they're ready to enjoy themselves. And just talking to you, I'm excited to do something at the end of the year to, you know, visit the ranch, take our office down there, have a nice little retreat, and then go from there. I mean, the way that you described Jared's cooking, you're
Can you talk about the Sprinter a little bit?
Yeah, so our Sprinter is a 13-passenger Sprinter. It's perfect for that family retreat that's trying to go out there to go hunting. We can go pick them up at the airport. We can pick them up anywhere in Texas, bring them to you, so they don't have to worry about the drive and, you know, getting lost going. I know that some of these streets up there, you don't have no names.
They are county roads.
Yeah, so those county roads are something special. But for events, whether it be weddings or whether it be any type of specific Sweet 16s or quinces, I'm pretty sure that we can provide the service. So it's an all-in-one package for your guest and everybody that's traveling there. The last thing we want to do is for something to happen that they can't make it because they got lost, or they, you know, just don't want to drive. They can't.
Exactly. So when people are booking these trips, we want to take things off of their plate. We want it to be as seamless, easy as possible, so they can enjoy their time that they paid for. So that's why, you know, OK Tours reached out to us, and I think it was a good collaboration because you can provide those services that are turnkey. A client calls me, they're coming in from wherever, it's irrelevant, and then they can trust that you're going to be there to get them to the ranch on time and get them back to the airport on time. It's a one-stop shop when they call Legacy or OK Tours.
For sure. That's 100% agree on that. What is the Bright Star in October?
So
we have
Patrick Wong is my father-in-law. He is the progenitor. He is the brain behind Legacy Ranch. He is the one that put it together, that came up with the idea. So good to see you, Mr. Wong. As far as this, Bright Star is Mr. Wong's. He's part of a company, a franchise owner. Bright Stars does home health services. So every year they host, I guess, the top representative from each franchise at the ranch. Okay. So, you know, definitely be reaching out to you to put that bus together to get them out there and take them on a tour.
Like I said, I'm excited to do that. There's some fun things to do at Legacy Ranch. Can you tell us a little bit about the bicycles that you guys, the half-court basketball? Because, I mean, you know, I would like to think that I can play basketball, but my body kind of tells me, like, to slow it down because it definitely doesn't work. But as far as if you set me up in a corner and start shooting, I'm all day. I would love to go out there and do that.
So you can play horse really well.
Yeah, I can play horse really well.
Okay.
And maybe not even that big because it's too long of a game.
Let's try it.
Yeah, let's try it.
But, you know, some of the things we offer. So some people, again, not everyone wants to hunt, and that's fine. So we want people to come out to our ranch, and we want to have as many activities as possible to cater to every type of person. So, you know, if you want to go swimming, we have a 3.5-acre lake with a pier and step ladders. It's covered. We have a water lily, so the kids can just play on the lily, jump in, have a good time. You can kayak, you can paddleboard. You want to go fishing, you can fish in the lake, or you can go to our creek, which has 3 little mini ponds. So there's bass, catfish, purge. We offer rods. You don't have to bring those things. We'll provide them for you. Bicycles. So the roads are paved within the front portion of the ranch, so you can just ride around and check things out.
Nice.
We have a half basketball court that also doubles as a pickleball court, and I think the person behind the camera loves pickleball.
They're a little traumatized. They're a little out of commission for about a year, but they'll be back. That's some of the things about that, like the unfortunate events of playing the sports, but having the stories of going out there. Hey, you remember when we went out and played pickleball and, I beat you, or, you ended up doing this. So sports go hand in hand. Doing a lot of the seeing the swimming on the 3.5-acre lake.
Yeah, no, Mr. Wong really focused a lot of time and energy on that lake, making it something that not only he can enjoy, but, his grandchildren and now other people can as well. But if swimming and fishing is not your thing, we have a full volleyball court. Almost a full volleyball field. Is quite close. I think it's 80 yards. We ran out of room, but go ahead.
And Mr. Wong just said that, y'all added axe throwing as well.
We're currently constructing that
Nice.
as we speak. So that's going to be near our pistol range.
Okay.
So if you want to try your hand at chunking a tomahawk, you can have at it. So full football field, and that's where those generators with lights come in, because obviously in summertime it's 110 degrees out there. Yeah. So you can play at night under the lights, which most people would probably enjoy.
9-hole disc golf course.
Yeah.
I think that's just certain things that you guys have to offer is a whole experience in itself.
Right? Just like one of them.
I don't think you can do that like in a weekend.
I know.
It's definitely it's like going to Disney.
Yeah, but for rednecks.
It's definitely like going out there and all right, hey, this week we're going to knock out these 6 events. In a month and a half or 2 months, we're going to take out these half. And it's definitely something to just grow by. Like how we plan our tours, or how we started, was doing a lot of small tours, casino trips. We have a lot of clientele that, will start going to our trip to Kickapoo, which is about 2.5 hours away from San Antonio. They'll go by themselves or, a friend, and then they'll end up coming back and making 2 or 4 friends. And then all of a sudden this group of 2 ends up being a group of 10, and they're going to Vegas. Nice. So stuff like this is great. It's a good little birthday idea. If you want to just, you're tired of doing the whole, hey, we're going to do a party at the park. Why do that when you can go down here, do all of that, and still, spend a night, do it again? So it's definitely something that it's a great way to enjoy the ranch. So right now, what we're going to do is show a little short video showcasing all the fun activities that's on y'all's YouTube page. So y'all have a lot of good stuff, but saying it, we're just painting the picture, but you got to see it. And I think right here, you'll be able to see some of the stuff that we have to offer. Yeah. Wow. That right there. Just the ending part. That's me all day long. Just campfire, the weather being in the 60s, 70s, definitely having a nice little beverage right there. That's the way to do it. The skeet shooting facility, that's
Yeah, skeet and trap. I mean, it's a full course range. We can do 5 stand. You can walk around, and that's where we host a lot of our where our friends groups get together. That's why we have a lot of tournaments.
Nice. Do you guys open up those tournaments out to the public, or is it just private events that they put together?
It's just when friends go. So
Okay.
like for Memorial Day, friends groups go, and we just host it internally. But
Nice.
if your group comes, we will put together a bracket, and we can do that for you.
Oh, nice. And what about the pistol range? Do they bring their own? Tell us a little bit about how that works.
We can on a case-by-case basis lend out pistols. You don't have to go buy those things if it's really not your thing. So we can, work something out on, if that situation should arise. But yes, bring your own ammunition, your own rifles or pistols. Those ranges are quite a lot of fun. We have dueling trees, the Texas Star, which really tests your ability.
Okay.
And then we have a rifle range that goes out to 300, where you can shoot steel as small as 2 inches in diameter. So we can see how good you are.
Wow. Yeah, definitely 300 yards. I can't even run that.
It's a chip shot. We can make it happen for you.
A chip shop for an expert like you, Jared.
That's awesome, man. That's great. So we're excited to partner with y'all, and we're excited to grow and see the ranch come to, going 100 more years. I mean, I know you guys just started, but just everything that y'all pumped together within this last 4 years sounds great. We can provide the transportation there for family reunions, corporate bonding, which sounds great to us. I think I might have to partner with some other buddies so that we could take some of ours office and then some of the other areas as well to, put something together to go out to the area. Because I'm gonna tell you that, once you see me there and I'm playing basketball, you're gonna be like, this is a different person from the person that I just met.
Very competitive.
I'm very, very competitive. Everything that you said there is the competitive side that brings people together. And I tend to bring a lot of people together because I'm that competitive.
Well, what we can do is we have 12 paintball guns, and we can set up a course for you, 6v6 for your team. So.
Oh my goodness,
We have capture the flag. We have physical flags that you have to capture and run back to your base.
Oh my goodness, yeah, those paintball days, they used to, they used to not hurt as much. Now when you get one, it's like but I love the competitive part of it. We have a lot of friends that are still out there, and they'll say, hey, what can we do? I'm tired of just going over to barbecue or doing that or this. This sounds like the best experience to put everything together. Now, how can we book something like that? Do we go to y'all's website? Do we email, call, address? How? I'm excited.
You can go to legacyranchstx.com. You can email admin@legacyranchstx.com, or you can just call the number on the website. It's 210-890-5006. But realistically, the website is the best way to go. There's a calendar there that tells you what dates are available. And even if it shows it booked, don't hesitate, call me. We have 7 houses out there. It may not be that all houses are booked. So we can host multiple parties at a time, although we try and keep it as private as possible because some people don't want to share space. But just reach out to me. You'll get either myself, my wife, my brother-in-law, or our ranch manager, Adrian Villanueva.
Nice. Well, that's awesome. I having the 7. What are the sizes of those homes?
So like the main house is pushing 4,000 square feet, 5 beds, 6 bath with a great hall. You being the sports guy, actually we do, when you do bachelor parties, or even not that, draft parties. So a group of guys go out there and do draft parties.
I'm letting you know right now, reserve us for the 3rd week of August. We always try to find a place. We're going out to the ranch. We're taking a bus out there and we're doing our draft party there. So everybody that's in there, we're having our draft party there. And on top of that, you said that you guys have a special offer.
We do. So this runs year long without exception. So we at Legacy Ranch take pride in America and the veterans, both active and prior, who have served this country and given us this ability to do this today. So you get a 10% discount with proof of your military service. So that, without exception, that's to the stays, to the hunts, you get 10% off your total.
Nice.
And then also, was talking with the family, we'd also like to extend a 5% discount to everyone else outside of that. As long as you mention to us OK Tours, either in an email or just call me. That way we can apply it.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for that. That is awesome. We are definitely excited for that. We're excited to be going now that we can use our 15% discount or for some, 5 for others. We're ready. I'm telling you, I'm gonna send you an email with our dates that we normally do our draft. Like, see, you got the ball turning. You got me too excited. I forgot totally what we were talking about. You just said sports, draft. That's it. That's usually how the party goes.
Sports draft sunset.
A sunset. Oh my goodness. And going into August, the weather starts getting better. It's right before, school is, kind of starting up in
Right.
there. Now, just a couple other things. What should do you have like a checklist of something that we can put together so that we know what to take to the ranch?
Sure. So you don't need to bring towels, pillows, sheets, silverware. That's all there. You don't even need to bring like certain toiletries, shampoo, things like that. That's all there. But you can bring your overnight bag, of course, toothpaste, toothbrush, things like that. Those are the typical things. Just yourself, your clothes, and your toothbrush, and you should be fine.
Now, you said 4,000 square feet house. That's not a house. That's a McMansion right there.
It's not huge, but it's not small.
Yeah.
The main portion of it is the Great Hall. So it's about 30 feet long, 24 feet high vaulted ceilings.
Oh my
So it's a
goodness.
really good meeting space.
Yeah, that's definitely something to talk about. Is there a minimum of nights that they need to stay?
So typically we require a 2-night minimum, but if there's a special exception, some people just want to stay one night before they go to their wedding the next day. So that's be a bachelor party. Call me. We can make something work for you.
Awesome. Well, I mean, they got to just stay. I don't think they would be able to do one night. Like, just looking at everything going on, they'd have to do 2 nights, 3 nights minimum because all the events that they'd want to do out there.
For sure. And it depends on your circumstances, but absolutely.
And what kind of other events have you hosted besides like the weddings? Like, what's one thing that's like just maybe one thing that you've done at the ranch that's different from all the rest?
I mean, everyone does bachelor parties, but those are always a good time. So we've done a few of those. We have done a wedding. We have a couple weddings. We have done the corporate retreats. I'd say the one that sets us apart that comes back every year that we're really truly blessed to host is that church group that comes out of Lubbock. So it's about 62 to 68 people.
Okay.
Because the ranch can sleep 74. And we have 23 individual bedrooms for 23 couples. So
Wow.
just to put that in perspective. But that is the event that we really enjoy hosting the most every year, just because they're such good clients. They're very personable. They take good care of the ranch. And it's just...
That's always the best ones.
Yeah.
They take care of y'all, take care of the land, respect everything. And those are the best ones especially the ones that continually book. So like I said, if they're continuously coming back, you're doing something right. And I'm the only thing that I'm scared of is that when we do go there in August, they were going to have to be going back in September and October and November because I'm going to ask, hey, do you have that long-term discount? Because once we get hooked and all that stuff going on, I'm excited to try out every one of those events that you guys have to offer.
Yeah, someone text, how's the dove population during fall migration? Do y'all reach the limits? So it entirely depends. Dove are migratory in nature. So this year we're taking extra steps. We're doing plantings of Texas croton, or for other people to know that's dove weed or goat weed. So we're really doing our best to entice them because dove hunting is probably the funnest activity out there.
Nice.
Nothing beats sitting in a lawn chair, maybe a cold beverage, and then just listening to music, talking trash to your buddies, trying to hit some birds as they're flying by. I never hit any. So
I've gone a few times and I haven't hit anything either. So I'm just out there just with the cigar and talking, but that's usually what brings people together, and that's where a lot of other deals get done as well. So it's always a good time to get on that. But we are going to be wrapping up here pretty soon. Just a couple reminders: we do have our Paragon trips Sunday through Monday, a couple Kickapoo ones in May, and then LaBerge turnarounds on the 27th. So a lot of other things going forward. We are going to be in constant contact because we will be having, another one of these going forward. Just because there's so much things to talk about. Maybe once we'll make it at your facility and, you can walk us through everything that's going on. But all the videos that you guys have shown us, all the pictures, it looks great. It looks like something that's been there for like 20, 30 years. But for you guys to do that in such short time, everybody likes something new. Everybody likes something great. And we're excited to start doing some trips out there for you guys.
And Jared, can you say your special offer again for the OK Tours guests?
For sure. So 10% for veterans all year long. And then for 6 months from today, it's 5% for outside of that for everyone else for mentioning OK Tours.
Awesome. So again, thank you so much for
Thank
taking
you.
the time. This was great. Definitely added something else to do in my calendar for the end of the year, and we will definitely be out there. So thank y'all everybody for stopping by, saying hi, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
Appreciate it. Thank you.